His 5-year-old son was brutally murdered by a madman, and now the killer is getting out of jail, and the victim's father is vowing to seek revenge. As Paul Boyd reports, the dad says this man must die, and he plans to commit the crime. We must warn you, details about the boy's murder are disturbing.
This radio host couldn't believe what he was hearing. An anguished father called in to talk about the monster who murdered his son 36 years ago.
I do intend, if this man is released anywhere in my vicinity, or if I can find him after the fact, I do intend to kill this man.
This is a man that has been tormented. It was brutal torture for 7 years, where this boy virtually just disappeared.
This is the father, John Foreman, from 1975, the year his 5-year-old son Jason went missing. It took 7 long years before he found out that his son had been murdered. It happened just down the street in this house in their quiet Rhode Island town by a 16-year-old neighbor. His son's killer, Michael Woodmansee, is now 52, and to the shock of many, he's scheduled to be released from prison this summer because of time off for good behavior.
I'm beside myself. I can't think. I can't sleep. All I think about is trying to find a way to get to this man to kill him.
The father's grown son says he's dead serious.
Do you think he'll go after him?
Oh, yes. I 100% know he will.
The details of the murder could not be more upsetting. The killer lured the boy into his home and stabbed him to death. 90 minutes later, he cannibalized the boy's body, and then more unspeakable acts followed. He actually shellacked the bones and kept them in a box for 7 years on the dresser in his bedroom.
This was his trophy. This was the secret he had on the outside world.
Woodmansee was finally caught after he attempted to strangle a second victim, a 14-year-old paperboy in 1982. This is that paperboy, Dale Sherman, today.
He will kill again. Tried to kill me.
Sherman also called into the radio show and supports killing the killer if he ever gets out of prison.
If I didn't have so many obligations in my life, my wonderful son, it's only 12, I'd be right there with him to help him. Believe me.
Woodmansee was sentenced to 40 years, but under state law, he'll be released in August after serving 28 years. And there may be nothing that can be done.
The safest place for this pig is behind bars. I'm sorry.
How can this evil, demented cannibal be let out of prison for good behavior?
I do intend to kill this man.
The killer's August release could be prevented if he fails an upcoming psychiatric evaluation. We'll be back with much more Inside Edition after this.